Sustainable Textiles, Julie Hooker. I love repurposing and reusing old fabrics and materials to make new pieces of art and usable items. Reducing the amount of new fabrics and materials used helps to preserve our natural resources, but also allows the maker to preserve memories and suggest a sense of time and place within their work. This experimental sample was made after a visit to a local steam fairground museum from discarded fairground rope safety netting, old rags and a Hessian sack that had once been used to store tools and other items. Its industrial worn appearance conveys the hard work and often tough conditions that the fairground workers experience behind the bright lights and fun of the old steam fairs. Combining natural objects with recycled materials allows me to experiment with colour and texture not available with natural found materials alone. This piece, made from recycled sari yarn, sticks and wire, has the feel of untangled threads caught and woven together over time. Using traditional wrapping and weaving techniques with plant matter like bark and leaves to create unique plant sculptures encourages experimentation, exploring a truly sustainable material source that I am able to produce or forage for myself. Based on the god's eyes that I used to make with my mother as a child using lolly sticks and wool, the sample shown here is made of a black grass that I grow in my garden. I used the pattern on the reverse of the leaf to add detail. The wrapped bark sample, far right, uses the same recycled sari yarn as previous samples to envelop the bark found whilst out walking and leaves to create a usable small vessel. It was inspired by the autumn colours found in the woodland opposite my home in Surrey. These hand-woven baskets, made from hand-twisted plant-based cordage and naturally dyed string, were originally inspired by the interwoven history of friendship of two local artists, garden designer and artist Gertrude Jekyll, and artist and potter Mary Seton Watts. Using completely natural materials, they tell the story of their friendship, their work and the local area, even their prominence in the local suffragist movement through colour and form. The baskets are designed to be truly sustainable with an eye on cyclability, both in their construction and the ability for them to be composted at the end of their useful life. The ability to make use of the whole plant encouraged me to investigate natural dyeing for the first time. I enjoyed it so much that I've started my own dye garden to produce my own dyes, as well as being able to use the plants for eco-printing and in some case cordage and fibre as well. This is a long-term and ongoing initiative that will develop over time. Combining the natural dyes with recycled fabrics again produces far more interesting results for me than using new materials. They have their own character, history and stories to tell. Shown here are a wide selection of recycled fabrics and other materials dyed using turmeric, logwood and madder. Here we see some examples of rust dyeing along with soaked leaves and other eco-print methods, again using the whole plant on recycled fabrics.